episode of New Release Tuesday. My name is Liz, and before we get started, I wanted to say that some of the books that were supposed to come out today actually have been moved their release date to sometime in August, and so there have been a couple of them that I saw listed somewhere else, and they've been moved. It's okay, it's fine. There's just some books that I wish I could have now that I won't be able to get for another like month and a couple weeks. But yeah, let's talk about some good books like Japanese Ancient Gods and 200 Years in the Future and lots of awesome ghosts and things in Scottish castles. So first we have the book that's set 200 years in the future, and it's Neptune Tears by Susan Wagner. And this is about a girl named Z who's very professional, very getting into her career and whatnot when she meets David, who totally turns her world upside down. He's this mysterious alien, and they're living in just London. Okay, what happens in London? Anyways, there's just a lot of stuff that goes down that totally changes her life, and she decides that she needs to chase after David rather than letting him go with all of his mysterious secretness. In the After by Dimitri Luneta, and this is basically apocalyptic kind of stuff. They are coming after everyone and chasing them until they're dead, and basically Amy, she is just watching TV, chilling out, you know, and they show up, and she goes on the run and actually saves a baby. Just a random baby, named Baby. And they actually go stay with this survival group called New Hope. Nice Star Wars reference there, by the way. And they kind of find out that New Hope is not the ideal place to grow up. A Moment Comes by Jennifer Bradbury, and it's about this guy named Tariq, and he's living in India before the partition, and it's in 1947. He's in love with two different girls. One of the girls is a Sikh girl, and the other girl is a British girl, and the British girl could help him get into Oxford and whatnot, and he has to kind of decide all of that stuff during this crazy time. FML by Sean David Hutchinson, and this is basically like Adventureland meets Spring Breakers. It's about this guy who he thinks that if he goes to this girl's raging party and kisses her, that he will make her fall in love with him and whatnot, and hate to break it to you, dude, might not happen. Hidden by Marianne Curley, and this is about a girl named Ebony who has been sheltered her whole life, homeschooled, whatnot, and she meets this guy named Jordan, and again, one of those books where the guy turns her life upside down, and once she meets him, she's already been starting to glow, literally, but then when she meets him, just explosion happens, literally, and then kind of catches the attention of the heavens and finds out that she's an angel, and they're like, hey, we kind of want you back. So that's where the whole journey starts. Weather Witch by Shannon Delaney, and this is about a girl who she's a society girl. She just wants to have her birthday party. It's like the 1800s. It's after, you know, steampunk stuff going on. She's like, life is gonna be good. And then she finds out that one of her family members has been harboring a weather witch. The Girl of His Dreams by Amir Abrams, and I was sorry that I could not find a description for this book. I looked on Amazon and Goodreads, and but I'm gonna guess that it's kind of Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Ink by Amanda Sun, and this is one that I am super excited about because we don't often get to hear about the Japanese ancient gods in young adult fiction, but it's about this girl who, she gets stuck living with her aunt in Japan. I know, it's just a terrible life to lead, but she, I guess, he gets the attention of her, Tomo, who is the star of the kendo team, and she sees his scar, and somehow or another she sees him draw, and once she sees him draw, she can make his art move because of the ancient Japanese god stuff, and so thought this was pretty cool, maybe for fans of Rick Riordan stuff. Golden Boy by Tara Sullivan, and this is about a guy named Habo who is living in Tanzania with his family, and they don't really accept him much because of his skin tone and his hair tone. Basically, he's an albino, and that is not so much accepted where he's from, and so the village kicks out their family, therefore he's even more hated, and they go and try to travel through a certain place where actually albinos are killed for sport, and actually killed because they're thought of good luck if you can get a body part from an albino, and so it's kind of him on the run. It turns into him on the run and trying to seek self-acceptance and self-love and whatnot, and just coming to terms with his life. Ashes on the Waves by Mary Lindsay, and this is about a guy named Liam whose life has just been terrible until Anna comes to town and everything's happy rainbow sunshines puppies until the otherworlders kind of catch wind of their love and decide to test them. And so this is kind of like love, seeing if it can test the times, whatever kind of stuff. And so if you're looking for a love story of the ages kind of thing, this would be your book. The Corridor of Bitter and Sweet by Robin Palmer, and this one is about a girl who is the daughter of a movie star, and the movie star is very famous, popular, or I think she's a TV star, something like that. And the mother actually winds up with a DUI, and that gets spread across the internet, and basically her reputation is destroyed. I don't know how plausible that is nowadays, because I think people just get scot-free after that stuff, usually. But the mother's life spirals, which is probably where everything turns terrible, and she actually starts dating somebody who is young enough for her daughter to date. So just kind of from the daughter's perspective of her watching her mom just spiral down out of control. Since You Asked by Maureen Gu, and this is about a girl who is a Korean American girl in high school. She's writing for the paper, ranting about stuff, and she's actually trying to come to terms with kind of a balance between American culture and her parents' Korean culture and whatnot, and so maybe good another self-discovery kind of book. Forevermore by Cindy Miles. Let's think about this. What if your stepdad said, we're gonna move. We're gonna move to the Scottish countryside and live in a castle. And then, a ghost shows up, and he has some friends. And then you find out that it gets even darker with some dark creatures that go bump in the night. That's this novel. So, sounds really awesome. Sounds like the whole location of it's gonna be cool. A setting, I guess that you could say it's setting. But also, just seems like a great story, because if you've read Wake Unto Me, that's the book that I'm thinking of. This might be a good book that's like that, and ghosts, stuff like that. I like ghosts. They're fun. So yeah, that is all. I will see you all next week. I hope you go pick up some of these books, especially the one by Robin Palmer sounds really awesome, but all the other ones sound really awesome too. I don't know what it is. Summertime books are like top notch. Am I right or am I right?